And further commenting on this important headline, we're really honored to have with us His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Mohamed Hegazy, former Assistant to the Foreign Minister. Your Excellency, thank you for talking to Nile TV, and it has been a very important meeting with the President of the Transitional Military Council, where President Sisi affirmed Egypt's keenness to provide support to Chad. So a visit that comes timely and with great significance. Ambassador.
Well, indeed, I read the historical relations that exist between Egypt and Chad is a manifestation first of Egypt's adherence to the well-being of its African brothers, at the same time of the common views on issues pertaining to regional stability. Chad is an integrated part of Egypt's national security, being the window or the key to the stabilization of the Sahel region, where too many threats has been with us for a couple of years. Chad and late President Idriss Déby have played a very important role, not only to stabilize its territory, but also to stabilize countries like Mali, where Chad is participating even last week by addition of 1,000 soldiers in the peacekeeping forces that is replacing now the French presence in the Sahel region. Chad and Egypt is a historical story of cooperation in all fields. Egypt is an integrated part of Chad national security, as well as in the development, where the Egyptian Agency for Partnership for Africa is doing a lot of initiatives and projects where Egyptian cadres are helping Chad in all domains of development. At the same time, Chad is considering Egypt was one of its educational hubs, not only in the civilian curriculums, but also in the religious teaching, where one of the most important hubs for the scholars from Al-Azhar is in N'Djamena in Chad. Yeah. So these relations are not only political or military and of a security nature, but it goes into the developmental and economic ties, as well as in the technical assistance. Egypt is one of the stable partners to development in Chad. The relation with Mohamed Idriss Déby, the head of the Transitional Military Council, is following the same steps of his late father, Idriss Déby, in considering Egypt one of the African countries most supportive to development in Chad.
Yes, and Ambassador, definitely it's also a sense of keenness on behalf of Egypt on maximizing security and military cooperation in order to combat any sort of challenges of terrorism or extremist ideologies. This has also been there on the agenda. Mind you, as Your Excellency has mentioned, that Egypt has always been interested in continuing cooperation with the brothers in Chad and developing and refining Chadian cadres also in the various fields, which is actually a sense of appreciation on their behalf.
Absolutely. Agreed. The question of terrorism is very important, and it's high on the agenda not only of Egypt, Chad, but also of the whole region. Both countries also are playing a fundamental role in combating terrorism, but also in stabilizing situation like the one in Libya, where both presidents today have shown identical views on the importance of withdrawing radical groups and militias from the Libyan scenery, where to give the Libyan brothers to conduct their future away from internal radical movement, subversive activities, or regional intervention that is preventing stability and preventing brothers in Libya in reaching a common agreement. I think both countries can play an important role in stabilizing the Sahel region and confronting terrorism, and also in helping the Libyan scenery to reach accommodation, where Chad also has a very important ties with Libya. And both President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and President Mohamed Idriss Déby have spoken about Libya today. I think both of them can manage also to stabilize the situation along with their regional players like Algeria to bring peace to Mali and further to the whole Sahel, where the French troops are planning to move or to remove its presence from the region till 2023. So I think a regional replacement of this presence is important, and I'm sure that Egypt will render no efforts to help its brotherhood countries in the region, particularly Chad, where we are joining hands to stabilize the situation and confronting terrorism, and definitely moving further to help the Sahel region to attain its economic and developmental goals through Egyptian companies who are working hard and hand in hand with its brothers in Chad and other places in the Sahel region.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, Ambassador Dr. Mohamed Hegazy, former assistant to the Foreign Minister, for your valuable information and valuable input always. Well, back Dr. Abdel Tawab, and through your eyes and as